So one of the most exciting developments in the world of horticulture over the last 5 years or so has been the introduction of winter hardy Agapanthus plants. Now, Agapanthus is a perennial that is generally only hardy to like zones 8, grown zones 8 to 10, native to South Africa. It is a member of the Amaryllidaceae, the Amaryllis family. But as I mentioned, there are now some winter hardy Agapanthus, and I'm here in Westchester, Pennsylvania, zone 6B, and I have a specific cultivar called Johanna that is growing in my garden. I planted it last year, so I want to, in this video, show you guys how it grows and give you updates from spring through summer, as well as I have a few new ones here that I'm going to get planted, so I'm also going to show you how to get them planted. Now, I'm here in the end of April. In springtime, it's a kind of chilly day for the hat, so I have the hat on, but it's a perfect time to see how our Agapanthus has already started to sprout out really robustly. It has a very distinct foliage, which you can see right here. A lot of my other garden is just really getting started. You can see my roses looking good, my iris are looking pretty good, but it's still very early, so there are a lot of plants that really haven't started to take off just yet. Agapanthus are very drought tolerant plants. They're noted to be quite deer resistant as well. They are a full sun loving plant, so definitely want to situate them in a sunny area. And as they are very drought tolerant, they can be grown in rather poor soil areas. So it's not something that needs a lot of additional compost into the garden bed in order to grow its best. All right, so here you can see some of my rhizomes that I have just taken out of the bag, and you can see here are the roots, here's the rhizome, and here is the growth point. Whenever you're going to be getting them planted or purchasing them in this form, you're always going to have those old growth points. So obviously that's going to go upwards. And here you can see this little section right here. This is called the crown. And we generally want the crown to be, maybe about an inch below the surface of the soil. So it's very easy to get planted, just like a daylily. And so you can see I have one right there. I have another one right there. So it's probably a good idea to add a couple more right here in this section. All right, so very simple. Just start by removing any mulch, getting your hole dug. This is pretty nice and rich soil. And it is really very simple. Try to flare those out if you can, but not super important. Get a little bit deeper. And you can see that root or the crown is just a little bit below the surface of the soil. You may even have those old growth points sticking out. And there you go, easily planted just like that. Make sure you give it some water, and you can move some of that mulch right back around your plant. All right, you can see right there, one that we planted just a little bit ago. And here is the other one starting to pop up. That's amazing, so fast. Now look at the ones that were from last year. Looking super lush, nice and big. Those are gonna be stately plants this season. All right, so let's take a look at these gorgeous Agapanthus that are so remarkably statuesque in this sunny garden. Look at all these flower buds. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 flower buds. This was from one small plant that I planted last year, so that is really looking lovely. And this guy right here, not a lot going on. He's really focusing on his root growth, and that is absolutely okay for that first season. You might not see a lot of top growth that first year, but you can rest assured that they are producing lots of growth underneath the ground. A little bit more action maybe in the next week or so. These flowers should be opened up. They're taking their time, and that's totally fine, but look how beautiful and upright, strong, elegant they are. Now it's interesting, this one, which gets just a little bit more sunlight because it doesn't have this dogwood providing any shade, compared to this plant right next to it, has no flower spikes. So that's very interesting, very curious. So let that be a lesson. The more sun, the better for these guys. They'll definitely perform a little bit more admirably. Now the ones that we planted, you can see they're doing their thing, coming along. All right, so now you can see the flowers have finally started to open. You can see they lean in the direction of the sun. So that's something to take note of, depending on where you're going to be planting it. And it looks like this Johanna cultivar is a little bit lighter in color than other Agapanthus, particularly the tropical ones that I overwinter in this planter. But look how beautiful this plant is. The foliage is absolutely gorgeous. It's very lush, upright, super clean looking. And that's not bad considering I just planted that last year. This is only like 15 months old. So I would say really lovely plant. And from those ones that we planted earlier this season, you can see they are still continuing to kick along. And with that, now you know a little bit more about growing Agapanthus, particularly growing some winter hardy varieties that may be available for growing in your zone like you've never been able to do before. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll catch you next time. Ciao.